What is up? It's your favorite redneck pharmacist here, bringing you a drug you need to know about. All right, on today's agenda, we're going to talk about Cialis. The generic for Cialis is tadalafil, and we like to say ta-da because it brings the dead to life. All right, so you've seen a commercial for this medication. You've seen a Cialis commercial. You've seen a Viagra commercial. Those drugs are in the same class. We're going to focus on Cialis, all right? Because Cialis has a few things that don't apply to Viagra, but most of this does apply to Viagra as well, right? So this medication is one of those medications that people come to the pharmacy, they don't want to talk to me about. They want to get it, they want to dip out. They do not want to talk to me. It's not embarrassing. I need to tell you some things about this medication, right? So this medication is used for ED, if you don't know, which is erectile dysfunction. It's also used for BPH, and it's also used for PAH, which is benign prostatic hypertrophy, and also pulmonary arterial hypertension, right? We're gonna focus on the ED because that's 80 to 90% of what my patients use it for, okay? That being said, this medication comes from 5 milligrams up to 20 milligrams. Right, we're gonna step you up as needed. The doctor will kind of handle that. You can tell him whether it's working or not, and we'll kind of step up or go over to Viagra, whatever you need to do, right? But there's some things you gotta know. So, we already talked about what it's used for. Let's go into side effects, all right? So side effects for this medication range. There's a broad range of this. Let you know on a little bit of history of these medications is the fact that they were originally intended or gonna be used for hypertension, which is high blood pressure, right? So we're really going to lower the blood pressure, and all of a sudden Jim and Bob were looking at their patients in this trial, and they were like, man, what's going on? What's wrong with these people, right? And they figured out that's a side effect, and that side effect's worth a whole lot more money than just lowering your blood pressure, right? So that's when these drugs were born. So first side effect, drop in blood pressure, right? So we can see some dizziness, we can see some kind of like acid reflux, dyspepsia type stuff, some indigestion, some stomach cramping. We can also see some headache. We can also see like some flushing, things to that extent, right? And on the more severe and acute things, but things I do want you to know about, we can also see some vision loss. We can also see some hearing loss, right? The reason I want you to know about those is because I don't want you to take that happens like, oh Lord, I'm finna go meet Jesus. Oh my goodness, what's happening, right? Okay, so that's why I want you to know about that. You're not dying. Okay, that's just a side effect of the medication that you need to be aware about. Other than that, this medication has to be taken on an empty stomach, right? So it can't be taken after you just got done eating ribs, a burger, granny's cooking, whatever that is, right? It's got to be taken on an empty stomach. And that's not saying that you need to eat and 6:15, you ate at 6:15, oh, my stomach's empty, I'm a little hungry anyway, so it must be empty. Let's go ahead and take it. No. All right, this needs to be taken like 3 to 4 hours after you've eaten your last meal so that it gets from your stomach down to your duodenum, which is where it's going to be absorbed into your bloodstream so that you can get the effects of this medication, right? Okay, so empty stomach, people, empty stomach. All right. Other than that, with this medication, there's a few things that you need to know about it, as well as the side effects and how to take it. Is also that you can see effects of this medication last for 3 days, 72 hours. No, I'm not talking about what you're thinking I'm talking about. I'm just saying the effects can last for 3 days, right? On the side effect profile, if you have something like that last for more than 4 hours, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't message me, I can tell you about it. If it happens for more than 4 hours, you need to go to the ER, okay? But we can see one tablet have effects for 3 days. Okay, so awesome. We only have to take one every 3 days. Better on the pocketbook, right? Okay, that being said, with this medication, we also need to know that there are 3 medications I'm not going to let you take with this drug, right? If you take nitroglycerin, if you take isosorbide mononitrate, or you take isosorbide dinitrate, which are 3 medications in their group called nitrates, you're not finna take Viagra or Cialis. I'm sorry, I'm not giving it to you. We're not playing that game. You can have a drop in blood pressure so severe that you could die. You could go meet Jesus. I ain't doing it. We're not messing with it. No matter how much you beg me, no matter how much your wife calls up to the pharmacy, it's not happening. Okay, we're not doing this, right? Okay, so isosorbide mononitrate, isosorbide dinitrate, and nitroglycerin. Those medications are a no-no, right? So that's just the facts, right? So we've kind of talked about what this medication is for. We've talked about what can happen when you take this medication. And we've also talked about some things that set this medication apart from other, medications as far as what not to take it with and what it does, right? That's basically all I got with this, right? So please, 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 please talk to your pharmacist. Don't grab this medication and dip out. We want to talk to you about it. You need to know about it. I just told you reasons you need to know about it, okay? If you got questions, holler at me. If you got concerns, holler at me. If you want to know more, holler at me. Have a good day.